slacking on content lately, guys. So got my backpack, got some cameras, and I'm not riding today. Sam's gonna help me make some tutorials, some hard enduro tutorials today. This is a spot I come to once in a while. It's different than just about anything I've ever ridden in my entire life, and it's just like this loose, crumbly. It's not like solid rocks. It's a lot of stuff that looks solid isn't necessarily solid. Crumbles apart right at the edges, so it can be just downright dangerous, honestly. We try to mind each other, you know, like trying to keep an eye on each other, and if we're gonna hit new lines that we haven't hit ever, pretty cautious, you know. Not a lot of enduro guys, we get pretty fearless sometimes, and you can have a good string of fearless moments where things don't go wrong. But when we're talking about like giant boulders that can roll down on top of you, I tend to not really care about trying to do some crazy miraculous line without looking at it. I need to take a look first. So I'm actually thinking maybe we're gonna work on this line right here today. It's kind of a weird angle here, and it's really slippery down here. Okay, so we're gonna maybe talk about different amounts of power that you might want to try. Not always revving it to the moon, like trying to establish some momentum and then just maintaining low RPMs all the way up a feature. Really common in hard enduro, you know, we're not always building tons of power down there. So you can't build a bunch of power. You just need to establish momentum and use body movement, because this is so loose right here. So you're gonna just be lugging. So you need a little bit of speed through here, rolling speed. And we need to initiate. We can't run the front tire into this. This is a pretty like undercut like wall here. To initiate by the body's going to be forward just a little bit, and then we're going to throw our weight back, and that'll help actually give us more traction as we continue to accelerate. Generally, we just want to like ride the bike up this thing. This isn't like a big one of those big moves. It's more like just lugging all the way up to the top. You need to account for the rear wheel making it around the obstacle or around the junk you're riding on. That's just a rule that we follow in general, is trying to account for where our rear wheel is going to. You know what, we want the rear end to go in further than we think most of the time to clear the obstacles, or sometimes we're just looking for the most traction in a certain spot, you know. So whether it's a tree rut back east, a tree stump, or loose rocks that are in your way, you want to avoid those with your rear tire when possible. We're just going to work on lugging this and really working the body movement forward to backwards. It's a little junky coming into here and loose. Maybe, you know what, maybe we'll try hitting it in both gears. We'll try hitting it in first and second just to see how it feels. You know, being able to do it in first, being able to take off in second. Different areas are going to require different RPMs. It's just good to be able to have all these tools and tricks to be able to pull them out when you need to. That time the front end came up a lot better.
That wasn't too bad, I just didn't go right. I let that thing stop me at the top.
Second gear is going to help, because that's been first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what second gear does. I think it's going to track a lot better. That looked cool. That was second?
Yeah, that was second. It felt better, like the power, but down here I kind of lost like balance a little bit and felt myself leaning into that big rock. That's why it was kind of a mess after I got midway.
Yeah, that just seems so much better. Sounds better in second. Man, second gear with that flywheel weight, so luggy. It almost lugs like a 24 now. It's kind of got that. In second gear, man, it'll just keep chugging. The thing just is crispy.
See if I can't like wheelie up it better. Yeah, buddy.
A lot different that time, breaking that rear wheel loose. Yeah, these tires are so wide and sticky, the kind of tires we generally run in hard enduro, that they stick to the ground, so you got to keep breaking the rear wheel loose if you're trying to pivot the front end around, especially on granite rocks or like stuff like this is like Velcro to these tires. So maybe a little farther forward, your front end will come down. Yeah, I don't know, how does that feel? Hey, almost. That's a tough angle there. Woo! Nice. Dude, you're so close. So close. Yeah. Whoa. Damn, I don't think I followed it too good on camera. Good. Wow. Yeah, there was a little hesitation there. Little hesitation. Otherwise, it would have just kept going. Of course, downhills are really fun too, and a good thing to work on. So this hill's pretty sketchy. It's not the sketchiest thing in the world. No huge cliffs to fall off right in this little spot, but it's really loose, and if you get going too fast, it can get pretty dangerous pretty quick. So we just go mess around on it, find little different lines, and challenge ourselves with different ways down. And it's tricky. It's hard to commit to keeping the feet on the pegs the entire time through all this stuff. Nice. Cool. Woo. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah. Man, he's getting good. Look to where you want to end up and really commit to that spot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a little further now, Sam. Go forward a little bit farther. Yeah, get all the way up on that thing. Yeah, all the way up there. Now okay, yeah, back a couple inches, 4 or 5 inches. Now do a big old pivot. Get to that first big rock. Bring the front end higher than, you know what I mean? If you bring the front end a little bit higher, yeah, rather than trying to swing it over real fast, it won't go over so fast. Right. Just try to keep the bike, just use your arms it's gonna be pretty grippy on that rock that you're on right there, but I don't think your rear wheel is gonna fall into any holes. Like when your rear tire was back farther like a foot, you know, how would you have gotten your rear tire up there without lifting it? It would have been tough, right? So you always want to like go drive the rear wheel in farther to make sure that the rear wheel is where it needs to be, yeah, so that you don't have to lift the bike. And now you should be able to swing on that rock. And as long as you get your front tire over to that big rock there, that big one, right? Yeah, the first big one, you're going to be fine. Like the tire is not going to fall into that hole right there. And then you'll be able to swing it over one more time.
Do I need to think forward a little bit when I do this? Like, I want my rear wheel
only like an inch or two.
I'm
you know,
just trying to get it up and over.
Yeah, mainly just trying to get it up and over, but you kind of want to break the back wheel loose a little because it's going to be real sticky on that rock. And now that I'm looking at this too, just get it up onto this rock right here, and then think like you're gonna go that way so that you can get your rear tire up to here and have a place to put your foot down, as opposed to maybe trying to go for the ultimate ride out.
Yeah.
Because if you don't make the ultimate ride out, you're gonna not have a place to put your foot down right there, which I don't know. But I think if you just get this pivot nice over to that rock, and then you're gonna do one big launch, and you're probably gonna have to set your foot here, somewhere in this department. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, back it up a hair. There you go. Yeah, just use little hops like that. Keep going. Look at that. Look at that moose. Shoot, now you can just ride up. You don't even need to do a big launch. Go, give it a good pop though. Good pop. No, yeah, back it up. There you go. Back it up a little further. Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
But I gotta get my weight back. I think it'll stick.
Yeah, I think it will too. It might spin a little, but I think you can get a... Try to pop the front end up rather than thinking about the bike going forward. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was sweet. Keep an eye on things. Nice. Not bad.